All right. So focus. All right, Marcos, Angel, pause that for a second. You can definitely go back to that after this. Please. Thank you. All right, you got your notebooks ready? Okay, you'll get more time, Angel, to do that in a second. Let's focus on this, which is a review, so it might help as well. Okay, so Miss Jackson just reviewed part of what's going to be on the test tomorrow, distance, speed, and time. I would review your do-nows. Basically, your do-nows from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday may appear. I might be lazy today again and just do the same problems from your do-now on tomorrow's test. I might just do it. But the only difference is you need the units. I'm going to go over quickly right now diameter, radius, and circumference. That will be on your test. All right. Pop little quiz. How do I find circumference? Does anybody have the formula memorized without looking in your, Omari?
3.14 times 8.
Times what?
Times 8, I think.
Not A. A as an apple?
8.
No. What?
3.14 times pi or something?
Well, the pi is a 3.14. Okay, you're close. Yes?
3.14 times diameter?
Yes, diameter. So C is equal to pi times diameter, or D. And then some of you told me what is pi equal to? 3.14. That is times. Okay, what does the diameter look like when you're looking at a circle? What does it look like? No, the full line. And this is why we're reviewing it. Okay, so circumference is equal to pi times d. So good job for those of you who are like, you're raising your hand. Some of you are like are on it and you're trying, which is good. And then you realize like, okay, pi times d, and then pi is 3.14, and then d is all the way across, right? All right. What does radius look like? Half. All right, let's draw that. So draw a circle, and okay, you do it before I do it. Draw a radius. Draw a radius. So you draw this. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly where mine is, right? But just half. Okay, draw me a diameter. Another circle, sorry. Another circle. Draw me a diameter. Did you draw me this? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's wrong.
It's wrong?
No. Or it is. No, it's not. So if you, can you imagine if I marked it wrong? If you did this, that's fine, you know? If you did this, that's that, whatever. This, that. The only thing that's wrong, good morning. The only thing that would be wrong is if you did, like, from here to here. Is it going through the center? No. So that would be wrong. That would be wrong. All right. Okay, pop quiz. If the radius is 5 centimeters, what would be the diameter? 10. Good, 10 centimeters. What if the radius is, raise your hand, okay? What if the radius is 12 inches? Raise your hand if you can tell me the diameter. Santiago? 24. All right, I'm going to call someone random for this one. Everybody focus. If the radius is 10 yards, I'm going to call someone random for the diameter. Everybody be ready. Everybody write it down. You don't know who I'm going to call on. Radius is 10. What is the diameter? What is the diameter if the radius is 10? Doing the math. Write it down. It's hard. It's very hard. I feel really bad for you guys. Put you on the spot. You don't know who I'm going to call on. Might be this side. Might be that side. Might be this side. Destiny, what's your diameter? Okay. How does it? 20. Yeah, good job. 20. Okay, I'm going to be mean and evil to you now. What if I tell you the diameter is 100 inches? Raise your hand if you can tell me what the radius. Nathan?
50.
Oh, good. 50 inches. All right, I'm going to call on someone random. I know you get all scared when I do that. Diameter is equal to, gosh, what should I do? What should I do? Oh, 80 feet. Okay, diameter is 80. I'm going to call someone random. You don't know. It might be this side, might be that side. Might be myself, like Randy said. What would be the radius? What would be the radius? Francisco, what would be the radius?
40 feet.
Good, 40 feet.
Technically, you're just cutting them in half.
Yeah, so it's like when I go from here, radius, to here, I make it bigger, double it. When I go from diameter to radius, I make it smaller. This is how I memorize it, guys. Watch. You don't have to write this down, but it is sometimes helpful. This is how I memorize it. R and D. Which one has the longer line? R or Hennessy? Right here. Okay, which one has the longer line? R or D? D. So D is diameter, it's the longer one. The R has a shorter line, so that's half. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's how I memorize it. There's a lot of stuff going in my brain. So I gotta find tricks to remind myself. So diameter, D and R. Which one has the longer line? Diameter, so it's the longer line. Yes?
D.
Yeah, D. And then which one has a shorter line? R. So when you're looking at the circle, is it the long line or is it the short line? Maybe that helps you remember it. Maybe you're like, that's cool. Or, that's great. All right. One more thing. Now let's find circumference.
How do you make your circle so good?
You know, it's a talent. It's a gift I was born with. That's how I knew I was going to become a teacher. When I discovered, oh my gosh, I can draw the most perfect circle. I should become a teacher.
My talent is breaking
Wait, for real?
No. But imagine how many circles I've done in my career. How many circles have I done just in this class?
2, like 50,000.
This week.
50. Like
100 million. And then I teach 3 periods of this.
Oh, we didn't finish.
It's gonna hurt your brain. I thought first period teaches themselves.
I wish. I sometimes wish that. They need some extra support. All right. Pi. What's pi equal to? Times, what's my diameter? 13. Oh, calculator's back. Please, calculator's back. All right, type it in. Type it in. I don't know. Oh, no, it's centimeters. Okay, I did not forget. All right, so, Jerry, I need you to write this down. I mean, not. Well, yeah, write this down and then type it in. Alyssa? Oh, okay. Just keep it there. Because just keep it there. Excuse me? Can you what? Did you type it into the calculator? Type this into your calculator? Okay. No, did you type in 3.14 times 13? 13. What did you get again? 40.83? I don't know. All right, let me check again. Okay. 82. Double check, double check, double check. Did you type in 3.14?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot. Centimeters. Okay, now I'm going to make it super hard. I'm going to give you the radius. 10 feet. I want to know what the circumference equals. So what do you first have to do? Can I use the 10?
No.
No. What number do I need? 20. Very good, because the short line is 10, but I need the long line. So 10 and 10. 20. So use 20. It's there to trick you. Did I trick you?
No.
Oh, no? So circumference is equal to
62.8.
yeah. Circumference is equal to pi times d, 3.14 times 20. So check your notes. Did you use the number 20? If you use the number 10, we don't use the radius, we use the diameter. And what was our circumference? 80. 8. If you say 80, you did it by hand. If you say 0.8, I know you did a calculator, which is, you're both right. The calculator eats up that 0 because it's hungry. So this will be on your test tomorrow. How are we feeling? Okay? Yeah? You can practice on your homework. There's going to be homework practice with these problems. Okay. Yes? Maybe. I don't know. It depends. Someone brings me a donut, I'll be super happy and then say yes.
I'll bring you
I mean, donuts to be packed.
Sounds like a bribe.
I'll
Not allowed. You randomly, if you randomly, without expecting anything. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The visitor, they might be like, she bribes these kids. I don't.
I'll bring you a Krispy Kreme donut.
Oh.
Just so you can let him borrow something.
All right, part 2 of the lesson. Part 2. I got to teach you. Well, you know what? We did this before. We did this with order of operations. But I need you. What's up?
I'll bring you coffee tomorrow if you give me an egg.
Well, I don't drink coffee, so.
Or donuts. I'll give you a capsule. I'll give you a dozen.
All right. Listen.
I'll buy you a car.
I'll get you that super awesome cool car if you give me an egg.
Yes, I need to finally get my super awesome car. Which I just did. Okay. So squares. Let's get back on task. Okay. We learned this before, and we're going to review it because we're going to need it for Monday. If I tell you or ask you, what is 5 squared? And it's not 10.
25.
Yes. How is it 25?
5 times 5.
This number, repeat it 2 times. This number, repeat it 2 times. This tells the 5 to repeat itself 2 times. And then, if you need to, type it in. But if you know it, you know it. 5 times 5? 25. We did this back, I don't know, when we did order of operations. 4 squared.
16.
Why? Diana, 4 times 4, write this down. 4 times 4? 16. 10 squared. 100. 1 squared.
1.
Oh, good, because I tricked second period. I said 1 squared, and guess what they said? 2.
It's 1.
It's 1. But for some reason, like, kids will get all of them right, and then they see 1 squared and they think it's 2, and it's like, no, don't do that. Santiago, mask. Thanks. 8 squared.
16.
No.
Sorry, yeah, no. 64.
8 times 8, 64. It's like you do them all right, and then all of a sudden your brain switches to, let's just multiply by 2. And it's like, no. Okay, who knows? Does anybody know what 12 squared is?
144.
144?
144.
Well, I was wondering if anybody knew it without a calculator or the multiplication table, but I saw some of you use your multiplication table, some of you use your calculator. That's okay. You're using your resources. Question? Last one. 6 squared.
36.
Nice. You're good. I like it. Okay, we're going to give you the smallest worksheet in the world.
No way.
Are you gonna do it in?
Because we're gonna glue it. I'm gonna glue it.
I was trying to take paper, so I shrunk it down.
I'm gonna hang it in my wall.
Why does it seem so
We're not gonna work. Let's do the iPhone money.
Yeah. I'll upgrade it this weekend.
That's all squares.
What's after the iPhone 20?
small?
I wanna see. I wanna remember something else.
It's the yeah.
I know. Tiny baby. Tiny. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a great day. All right. So I'm gonna zoom it in just in case you need to really see. The smallest worksheet in the world.
Oh my eyes. Oh my god. Looks like snow.
All right. The first one the first two it's on in your notes. You can look at your notes. They're in your notes. 12 squared. 12 times 12, not 12 times 2.
144.
Bigger numbers, you can use a calculator, but let's do this quickly. Good. We'll glue this in a little bit later. Whoa. I think it's too many. No, one too many zeros. Good. Oh, really? Oh, is it one problem?
Yeah, it's normally like one graph, the systems of equations.
Is it big enough? I mean, I think it's on borderline a little too small.
I'm gonna grade them all, so yeah.
Oh, God. All of them?
Just the period that I'm in.
Okay.
It's so fast.
Okay.
They either know that it.
That's so true.
Like if you want to talk.
That is very true. We're good? We're good? I'll pass out glue in a minute. What's up? The blue paper? Okay. Alright, so blue paper. We're finding circumference. What is the magical formula for circumference? Times. Okay. Alright, it's okay, we can review. Okay, on the top of the blue paper, we're going to write circumference is equal to? Good. I mean, you're literally going to be doing the same type of problems in high school when you get into geometry. Okay, then they'll make it a little bit harder, but this is how you start it. Number 1, did they give us the diameter? Did they give us the big line or the small line? Big line. So let's use it. So take your big line and multiply it by 3.1.